Shalom to you, this is Highlighter. I hope you're well. I'm going to show to you some signs that filmmakers are worshiping Lucifer, and it's my opinion that filmmaking is one of the greatest threats to America right now. There's a lot to see. This here is going to be about the film called Gallowwakers. This is a story with Denzel Washington, or Wesley Snipes, I mean. And it's a horror Western film. And I want to show it to you in support of the words that I've spoken all year, that the nations are led by Inanna, the goddess of the nations, even the mother of harlots, by the number 8. This is very common. You'll see in films, the dates is the number 8. I have not yet made a file on that. There's a lot of data to go through. But I want to show you what the film is about. It's a group of disfigured people gathered near a rail yard in a desert where they are killed by a mysterious gunslinger named Amun with his Snipes, who also rips out the head and spine from one of the dead bodies. I don't suggest anybody watch horror films, especially Christians and those who have a covenant with Yahweh, only as He leads. But to do this here is the work of the anti-Messiah, to rip out body parts, to be very gruesome. This is the dark side of the anti-Messiah that has not been seen much. Fear and control and manipulation are the main characteristics of the female black widow spider. And as I say, Inanna is a similitude of that creature, to cause fear, control, to manipulate. This is the wild, wild west. The police can't help you. The government's not going to help you. And definitely not very much helping the churches, especially the ones who agree with Vatican City. The good, bad, and the ugly. There are some churches out there who have not bowed their knee to Baal. The idols and behavior in the churches are same as seen in the films. I did a 4-hour video showing the idol in films, but here you can see some behavior. Here's the film starting off. Some gangsters are coming up. He shoots them up. This is Wesley Snipes here. Their mouth is sewed up with stitches, and later it rips open very gruesomely. He stands right here, reaches in and pulls out his body parts, and if you are not covered by the blood of the Lamb, you are going to be in trouble, because this will terrorize you and cause trouble and trauma to you, and cause you to become weak and sick. So I don't recommend you watching this. And here are some of the results of tearing up the bodies. I've seen this here in several movies. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart were only continually evil. And repented Yahweh that he had made man on earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And Yahweh says, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. For it repenteth me that I have made them. Excuse me. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. For us who believe that Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Yeshua, had died for us, we too have found grace in the eyes of our Maker. In the Bible, in the New Testament, it says that the time of the Messiah to return will be as it was in the days of Noah. And that's what we're looking at now in the scriptures, is that mankind has crossed all boundaries. And this is because the spirit of the anti-Messiah is in the world, that's influenced us and taught us and is teaching us to be lawless, to cross boundaries. The Greco arts or Greco-Roman culture, they taught us that art has no limits, art has no boundaries. And the result of it is what you're seeing right now. So I stopped right here at 11 minutes after what I seen. And I seen here a woman with makeup, and 11 minutes I stopped here. I was not sure what I was going to get into, and I was not interested anymore to watch this. But I want you to look right here at the name of the artist, Tanit Phoenix. Let's look here at her name, Tanit. Now Tanit, she does swimsuit illustration. They pay her for her body, and you can tell Swimsuit Illustrated, GQ. But the filmmakers have chosen her because they're painting the picture. You've seen the number 8, and now you see Tanit. I'm saying before that by Trinity and her number 8 is how the nations are ruled and led by. And this is an example. Trinity is synonymous with any kind of goddess. Tanit or any other goddess, and the number 8, you'll find that in the nations, in the leaders, in the governments, in churches that are joined to Vatican City. Here is Tanit. She is a goddess and a consort of Baal Hammon. Now Wesley Snipes, the character's name is Aman, which is a play on words for Baal Hammon, which is same as Ammon, A-M-M-O-N, Baal Hammon. Baal Hammon and Baal Ammon is the same word. It's the same entity. So Wesley Snipes' character, Amen, was playing the role of a consort of Tanit, of Baal Hammon. And that's his name, A-M-A-N, man. I didn't mean to go that far back. Look at his name. Right here, Amen. He's a gunslinger. His name is Aman. Baal Hammon. If you look closer, you click on the name here and look further, you'll see this right here. As Aman is a local Libyan deity. So here is the consort of Baal right there at Tanit. Here is a stele of Tanit. It's very popular, very famous. So they added the goddess Tanit in there, the character, the artist and the actor. I've seen him do it with the many movies, Batman, The Chosen. The certain actors, when they put them together, it forms an image of this goddess of the nations and of the beast system, and it all points to Baal worship. This right here does not represent the 12 tribes of Israel. You'll see this right here, 12-pointed star, on many churches and government buildings, because the church and state are joined together by Inanna. This goddess here and Inanna are parallel. A mother goddess, a goddess of fertility. This one here is a goddess of the moon, as Diana is the goddess of the moon. All the gods, as you've heard me say before, have their roots with Inanna from Samaria. So 12 is a symbolic of 888. These circles here you'll see on many government buildings and churches, and even in Islam and some other architectures you'll see these circles here. This here is a number 8. It's a catechist of a serpent. The twisted serpent makes the number 8. And right below here is a chevron. There's 2 of them on each side. If you go to St. Peter's chair in Vatican City, you'll see there's 1 on each side. There's 11 rows, a match to the Trump Tower, and right below is a chevron. The Trump Tower is a match to this right here. Catherine Crick, also on stage in church, has set up this idol just like this twice. I've shown that before in her video. Now I mentioned Trump because there's certain powers that are over our leaders. Only Yahweh knows his heart and his motives and his intentions. But I've seen these idols around him and around our government and all the leaders. So what you're looking at is that filmmakers are honoring Inanna, are honoring Lucifer with their idols and their behavior. Not only is it a film about death, but they throw in the goddess as well. So filmmakers, they reflect in Baal worship. There's plenty of data to see on the channel. Share this with people you know that are doing filmmaking, that they would know that Yahweh has set his thoughts upon them and his love upon them to help them to turn away from what they're doing. I hope this will help you to see better, and that gives you reasons to trust that our Messiah has risen and risen to power, because it's by him that I can see, and it's by him that I live, and deliverances came through him, as I say in my testimony. May Yahweh bless you and keep you. Shalom.